Hello and good afternoon to everybody. Welcome to Eden Speaks. I'm your host, Issa Litton. Today is going to be a very interesting day for good conversation. Pero bago po ang lahat, unang-una, kamusta po kayo? How are you all doing? Can I say thank you for all of your advanced Happy Mother's Day greetings? Hello to Blissful Blooming, to Jessa Acosta, to Gatchalian, hi as well, Kat C, Felix Santos. We have so many friends in the YouTube channel right now. So thank you very much for tuning in. You know, I know it hasn't been easy nowadays because of the ongoing situation, being in community quarantine, diba? And I certainly hope everyone is doing their best to stay at home para safe po tayong lahat as much as we can. I personally am used to going out for events. Parati po ako around people, in productions. Pero for now, it's actually changed. There are a lot of protocols in place, but even with this major adjustment, I still consider myself very, very lucky that I get to do what I love, to still be able to host, connect with you, even online. And I know not all of the hindi po tayo lahat as privileged to be able to work from home. But for those having to go out for essentials, please, let's pray for each other, watch out for each other, that we all remain safe and healthy. Let's draw strength from each other and believe that we can get through this. So hello, good afternoon po sa lahat ng ating media guests, PR friends, and influencers, again, in our YouTube channel. Thank you for all your greetings. I see you. Hi, Deza Castilla. Good afternoon, and thank you for using the hashtag already, Eden Speaks. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you are looking forward to a very insightful and heartwarming discussion this afternoon. Once again, welcome to Eden Speaks. Today po, extra special ang online gathering natin. And I hope everyone can relate to the conversation that we will be having. It's a topic that's personally close to my heart po, because we're here today with Eden celebrating all mothers, all moms. So yes, advance happy Mother's Day to all of you po. Hearts and love to all of you, to all the mommies, to all the beautiful moms out there. Thank you very, very much for always being there for your families, for ensuring there's good food to eat, there's food on the table, working tirelessly, making sure everyone is strong and healthy, and continuing to make wonderful memories even with the current situation. So mommies, for all that you are and for all that you bring, the many, many flavors of motherhood to the world, we celebrate you today. And on the topic of mothers, I hope you agree with this. No two moms are the same. Let's not confine ourselves to just the traditional concept of what a mom is, okay? And I hope everyone can relate. We all grew up with different kinds of moms, di po ba? We have unique moms out there. And today we have a platform that provides us an opportunity to talk about them. Here in Eden Speaks, we have some very special guests joining us this afternoon. So first off, mga kasama po natin, truly an honor and privilege to have her here with us. She's a long-time mompreneur, a content creator, an author, a single mom for a decade until she got married just last December of 2020. She may be a full-time housewife now, and that's by choice, but her heart continues to feel for single mothers. So everyone, please welcome Bettinna Carlos Eduardo.
Hello, Isa! Oh my, I haven't seen you in so long. Alam mo, do you know where we last saw each other?
Was it an event?
It was at an advanced movie screening. So, ang tagal na nun kasi pwede pa mag-sine nung time na yun. So, that's how long it has been. But it's so nice to see you even online. So, hi also to all the moms and other family members who are watching us this afternoon. Thank you so much for being with us. And thank you also, Eden, for this privilege to be part of this.
And also to our media guests. We really have quite a gathering this afternoon.
Yeah,
diba?
yeah.
Bettinna,
Hello,
again,
everyone.
napaka-exciting ng opportunity na to. This particular online gathering for all of us.
Yes.
Not just to celebrate fellow moms, but because you and I, a little bit as well, will get to share our own motherhood experiences. Pero sige, bago tayo punta doon, kamusta ka? You as a person, kamusta si Bettinna?
I am good. And as you mentioned, I got married recently. Last
Congratulations.
December, yeah. So I'm a COVID bride. That's what they call those who married in 2020. So yeah, I became a wife, but of course, still a mother. Will always be parang 100% forever mother, forever tayo, diba? But yeah, aside from the change of status, there's also a change of scenery and setting because we moved to La Union recently. So provincial life na kami now. And
Hey,
of
fresh
course, it
air.
was quite challenging. Yeah, fresh air. But syempre, city girl me eh. I grew up in a condo, so it was quite a challenge. There were a lot of changes that happened. But tayong mga nanay, wala naman tayong hindi kaya, di ba? Na magaling tayo mag-adjust. We're so just innately resilient. Parang ganun tayo nilikha ni Lord.
Kakayanin ang lahat.
Correct, correct. But as far as work and family life is concerned, yeah, I still do work from home by producing content while Gummy is also schooling from home. So na-imagine mo na that situation na, Mom. So it's a blessing that everything's within reach, but you're also within reach by your child. So the demand for attention, diba? Things like that. I guess that's a
Work-life
lifetime.
balance.
Yeah, diba? So parang lifetime naman yata that we really need to juggle that. But I guess, one thing we celebrate as moms or our own moms is how uniquely gifted we are in multitasking. Diba? I believe moms have this master's degree in multitasking and scheduling.
Totoo yan.
Parang diba? Parang we're just born to know how to do a lot of things at the same time. And may mga times na even if I've been a mom for 10 years, there still are days when I struggle to juggle. But I guess that's life, diba? Sabi nga nila, you just roll with it. Ganun talaga ang buhay. How about you? How are you?
Well, rolling with the punches too. I like how you said that. Definitely because of the situation, yung home-work balance nga, di ba? Na parang home used to be your sanctuary, a place of rest, di ba? Lahat naman nakaka-relate doon. Eh ngayon nga, problema naman, though, I mean, again, we're grateful, yay, nakakatrabaho pa rin tayo. So many people don't have work, di ba? Pero when do you say, tama na? Di ba? I'm sure nakaka-relate ka. Meeting 9:30, 10 o'clock na ng gabi. Kasi yun lang yung pwedeng time. Di ba? So parang, it's still a struggle, but in the end, I like to look at it with grateful eyes. Yes, nakakapagod, pero with gratitude, nakakayanan. Pero here's one thing that really works for me. No matter how tiring or how many things you have to handle, may bonding pa rin when it's food and snacks.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang for me, it's our meal times na, again, even with online schooling, with my two girls, pag lunch, we're together. Pag dinner, we're together. So it's bonding with food and snacks that keep us, family, yung family living, precious.
I agree. It's really food that bring people together, di ba? I mean, kahit family kayo and you're also busy, when it's mealtime, when it's eating time, you all just come together. It's so naturally, so beautifully. And yeah, kami rin ni Gummy, we love sharing the kitchen space. During the course of the last more than a year of being locked down in different degrees, we have our relationship and our waistline also has grown in the kitchen. Kasi we like to watch baking and cooking shows. So we get inspiration from there. We look up recipes online, we replicate, we recreate, we tweak. So hindi lang yung eating actually yung bonding namin, but it's actually making it together and assembling and making our own versions of it.
Ano ba hilig ni Gummy?
Si Gummy, anything with cheese, she loves. As in, parang any kid, di ba? She loves grilled cheese for breakfast. Bread, ube pandesal, especially the time na it was so uso for merienda.
On the rise,
Yeah. Go-to na easy to assemble dinner is mac and cheese or spaghetti with lots of grated Eden cheese. So she always finds a way to add cheese. Melted Eden cheese na to dip her samgyupsal. Diba? So there are so many ways that we have found to use cheese. And so far we are really enjoying it. How about you? How
I
else
can
do
relate to
you
that.
consume cheese? Yeah.
Well, not just cheese, diba? Again, my favorites also are, you said it, mac and cheese. And you know what's so nice about it? Kayang-kaya ng mga anak ko to do it. My children are
Yeah.
16 and 11 years old. So 1 year older lang than Gummy. But even my
Yeah.
11-year-old can do it, diba? We call it even, we call it baked potato in our house, but it's actually
Mhm.
potato gratin. You thinly sliced potatoes,
Yes.
bake it with butter,
Layered.
then put cheese on top para yung ooze, parang
Sarap.
pizza, diba? So yung
Uy,
ganon,
send mo
baked
yung
macaroni.
recipe.
Ay,
Sarap.
you know what?
Naglaway
Don't
tuloy ako.
take it from me. Take it from Eden Cheese's website. Are you familiar with
Which is?
cheeseanything.com?
I shall look it
Cheeseanything.com.
up.
They have everything there. And I like
Cheese.
it's so easy. It's in two parts. One's mealtime,
Oh.
so breakfast ideas, lunch, dinner, or even merienda, snack. Then there's another page now whatever your ingredient.
Yeah. Oh, I'm actually looking at it
Pork,
now.
chicken, beef, dessert,
This
tuna,
is so
there's fish.
helpful.
Yes,
Yeah.
at ang
Yeah,
dadali.
you would think
Super
that
dali.
cheese is just for snacks, diba? Pero
No.
it's amazing what they can make out of cheese as a main ingredient also. Nice. Sige, we'll check this.
Exactly. Super easy.
Cheeseanything.com to everyone who's
Yes.
watching and who's listening. That's the website.
And not for anything last, yung sinabi mong unang-una, yun yung favorite talaga namin. Nothing beats a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah, tapos
And
meron
there's a
kang
recipe
warm
of that in
tomato
Cheese Anything.
soup on the side, no? Na
Diba? Any soup.
pang break. Sarap. Nako, alam ko rin breakfast
Teka,
namin
teka.
bukas.
Simula pa lang yan. But yun
Yeah.
nga, because we see food as a bonding activity with our kids, how is Gummy naman? Sige, let's lead the conversation to our children. She's
Well-
10 years old. How is she dealing with the situation, and how are you as a mom to Gummy in these times?
Well, Gummy, I would say, is enjoying.
That's
It was a
good.
challenge, of course. Syempre, if you're the child of a solo parent and you're also a solo child, it could be a struggle, especially the first part siguro of 2020. But when the Lord blessed us with me, a husband, and her, a daddy, sobrang enjoy niya. She enjoys the feeling of, oh, I have a daddy, ganyan. There's a playmate, may kakalokohan siya because they're both so kalog. So she is enjoying that part. So parang mas na-enrich yung family life namin. And she's growing, maturing, growing tall. She got so tall over the course of this whole lockdown period. And may times na parang, Lord, can she just stay this small na kaya ko
A
pa siyang
baby
kargahin?
forever.
Oh, na kasya sa kilikili ko. But at the same time, it's also such a beautiful thing to witness her go through these changes, to grow as a person, as a little lady, and to share her experiences with her. But if there's anything noteworthy, since we moved to the province, we are actually enjoying seeing her grow up the way we did. Diba yung naglalaro ka sa kalsada, nakatapak ka, there are, where we live, my goats and my chickens freely roaming around. So just,
Animals
her
are always
interaction
fun to
with
have around.
nature. Yeah.
Animals are always fun to have around.
Yeah. And she loves animals. I mean, we have 3 dogs now. And parang hindi pa rin siya enough for her. So it's nice that she has her free friends freely roaming around. And in the province, we are blessed with a lot of space, diba? A lot of space to move, to run.
Good
So
for you.
we're also near the beach. So, fresh air, sunset every day. We walk more, and there's a vast field also. So we're exploring different sports like beach volley, baseball. In between her class break, she rides her bike. So mas nagiging active siya, outdoor girl na siya. It's a good break from sitting for hours in front of a screen. So we do enjoy bonding inside the house. We also enjoy bonding outside, engaging in these family activities. And
That's great to hear.
yeah, so we do get by, diba? Even with that struggle of
More
balancing work life, home. Yeah, I praise God for that. But siguro to also point out and empathize with everyone going through this tough time, one challenge for us, especially for single moms, is really in the area of budgeting. Diba? Not everyone works the
Finances.
same
Yes,
way or earns the same way, but the
that's
needs
true.
remain the same. Diba? The bayarin don't stop. Di naman sila bumababa. So it could be
That's
a
true.
challenge now. So I'm also like you, very, very thankful that there is work, the nature of the work that we have, diba? And if there's anything also I'm so thankful to see is how moms, single moms, have found this time to be a motivation to push, to explore other areas, other lucrative activities. Di ba? Parang, lahat na lang nagluluto, lahat na lang bigla nagbe-bake, lahat na lang are selling
May mga
food.
hidden talents na lalabas.
Oo, lumabas talaga yung mga natatago, tsaka na-discover nila yung, I never knew I could do this, diba? So, I
Yes.
thank God for how women actually can make that come out, diba? And how moms really allow the situations they're in to um to increase their skills, everything for
Find
their
ways.
kids. Lagi naman yun
Yes.
eh. 'Di ba? It's always our family, our children that motivate us. And as hard as it may be, I think the one thing that is beautiful there is that we always emerge victorious, wiser, stronger because of those challenges, right? I'm sure you agree, Isa.
We'll find a way. I love that attitude and perspective.
Mm-mm.
Again, no matter what life throws our way, we will find a way. And especially now
Yeah.
nga, new normal, di ba? So, di ba, ang daming terms. Regular mom, traditional mom. Ano ba ngayon? New normal mom.
New normal, you can actually call ourselves new normal moms. And parang I felt quite nostalgic lately since it's Mother's
Hmm.
Day and it's the first in 10 years that I am a married mom. But I also can't help but look back at the last decade na pre-pandemic especially when I really did everything, 'di ba? Raising my child single-handedly, and you know how as a single parent, I'm sure most, if not all single parents can relate. Our tendency really is to work kayod
All the
kabayo, 'di
time.
ba?
Yeah.
Parang running like a headless chicken, saying yes to everything, 'di ba? Lahat ng work opportunities papatusin natin because we are always concerned, sayang the opportunity. Oh, I could really earn more from this so I can secure my child's future. And without you realizing, tumatakbo yung panahon and our kids are getting older. And where was I during that time? Because we were so busy, di ba? Trying to secure their future with them. And
But that's a
um,
blessing in this pandemic because yun nga, we were saying about, homework balance, pero
yeah,
we're home and we're now with them. I mean, sometimes it can be
yes,
overwhelming, pero it is a
yeah,
blessing in disguise. Now we're
it
around.
is. Yeah, yeah. And even if those were challenging years, I'm thankful how I've matured and wised up in life. Parang hindi ako magiging mature if I did not go through that route. I mean, if God
The
did not
10
allow me
years.
to go through that route, diba, of being a single parent. And I also can't help but be thankful for the emotional support, the moral boost that, I got from my family, my spiritual family, and ultimately the Lord. Kasi si Lord talaga yung nag-provide sa aming mag-ina all
Yeah,
those years.
that's
And
true.
even if I already have a husband now, na may literal na ako nakahawak, naiayakap, naiiyakan, I still am that same mother who is always for what is best for my child, regardless of the situation. I think as moms, we're always 100 for our kids, regardless of our status and our setup and how we became mothers, right?
Yeah, Bettina, actually, Jessa Acosta, single mom here. I can totally relate to that. Bettina, hey
Mm-mm.
Jessa, I'm actually checking on everyone on YouTube while we're having this conversation. Thank you. Sabi nga ni All Around Pinay Mama, uy, new normal moms. Nice daw.
Bago yun.
Pero, di ba, they love the term. Pero what's nice and rolled into one mom said, I truly admire you, Bettina, a true inspiration. Tama ka dyan. It's not easy. Especially thank you for highlighting and for sharing. It's never easy to talk about struggles and to
Mm,
again to shine the spotlight on this reality here in the Philippines, 'di ba? To single moms. Yung talagang
yeah.
lahat ikaw. And not for anything. I can relate. For a time, a couple of years, I myself was a single mom. I'm now in a situation where I co-parent with my kid's dad, but there is a time na, yes, it really is all you. You have to fill the shoes of a mom and a dad. So, di ba, be provider, nurturer, all that. So,
Yeah.
looking back, like you, I am grateful. Just like you, I credit it to the big guy up there, he will pull you through. It's no walk
Yep.
in the park, pero tayong mga mommies, we do what we can for our kids. Resilient tayo.
Yeah.
I like that. I like how you said that.
That's true. It's really not a walk in the park. I'm sure traditional families, two-parent families, also have their own set of challenges. It doesn't make us, we're stronger than them just because they're two and all. Kanya-kanya
No
tayo ng
comparison.
challenges eh. Yeah. And naisip ko lang, alam mo, parang 10, 11 years ago, sana may ganito ng mga conversations or resources or like people who siguro are more forward
Open.
in sharing their experiences, di ba? Na parang, how to make solo parenting work. Di ba? Kasi wala namang manual eh. Parenting or solo parenting manual, I wish there was. But I guess our route is to learn it as we go through it. Right? Hindi natin alam din what the Lord wants to teach us and how. Pero the blessing there is we are emerging victorious and stronger and wiser after every challenge that we overcome.
Here's one thing though, I'm sure single moms can really can say. Being alone in the time of the pandemic is doubly hard.
Yeah.
Diba? Overwhelming eh. Before, at least getting to step out of your home. But now, because of the pandemic, added fear, added anxiety, uncertainty, it gets magnified. Diba? It's difficult.
Totoo. There are challenges to add on top of time management. I mean, marami tayo na manage eh. There's time, there's resources, there's our emotions. And it also doesn't help that there is also that challenge of taking control of our thoughts because we live with the reality that there's a stigma. Para kang may tatak dito eh if you're a single mom.
Yeah.
Single mom. And it manifests and it affects us in many different ways. Diba? And conservative kasi mga Pinoy. We live in a conservative society and we can't blame our society for being conservative. And it's a reality that we just have to live with and accept. Pero how do you want to use that stigma for your good? Diba? Because that one we can choose. We can't choose what other people will think of us, but we can choose what to use with what we're given. Diba? Will we use it? Will we cave in and wallow in what they think of us, or will we use it as no, this is a unique situation. This is a unique composition of a family. I believe God has a purpose for this. We can choose to think of it that way.
That's true. Very, very inspiring what single moms can do. And yes, how you're saying it, Bettina, how you can push through each day and give it your all despite the challenges. Kaya nga, we have this conversation. Single moms, we salute you po. We salute all of you. Let's give ourselves a pat on the back. Good job. Good job, mama. Good mamas.
Isa,
in the audience. Good job. Diba?
Yeah, I may be married now, but my heart continues to ache to feel for my fellow single moms. Kasi hindi biro talaga yan.
Yeah.
But you will see blessing after blessing of why the Lord put you in that situation, in that kind of family.
Bettina, actually, that's why this is a great gathering for us. Because besides us sharing, especially since we're talking about what we deal with, the challenges, the stigma, since we're talking about unique and different kinds of motherhood, I think it's about time we bring in our next guest. Let her join in the conversation. So to all of our friends here in our YouTube, it's time to bring in someone who will help us grasp and better appreciate the different flavors of motherhood. Kasama po natin today, a psychological consultant for RFT CEFAM in Ateneo de Manila University. She's a PhD candidate in clinical psychology at the University of the Philippines, Diliman. Her valuable insights today can help us and you, our viewers, get some pointers and tips to better understand the different flavors of mothers. Please welcome Mrs. Techie Dy. Hi, Techie.
Hi, everyone.
Let's check
Thank
if
you
she's
very
there.
much for inviting me. Hi,
Hi.
Hi,
everyone.
Miss
Okay.
Techie. Looking
Yay.
forward to
Nice to
hearing
be
and learning
here.
from you.
Yeah, I'd like to greet everyone, especially to all the moms. Today is our day. It's Mother's Day. Okay. It's such a nice day to celebrate and to share and also to exchange all these views. I'm so happy to hear your insights today, Bettina and also Isa. I'm sure I'm learning. I'm learning already a lot from you, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers are also enjoying your show. Thank you very much.
And more from you too. Let's get you
Yes.
in.
Okay.
Let's get you in the
Let's.
conversation. Yun nga, there's so many
Yeah.
unique and non-traditional moms. So again, let's start with this question, Bale, for Techie. What are the
You know.
kinds? Let's
Okay.
talk about them. Let's shine
You
the
know what?
spotlight on unique and non-traditional moms, especially here in the Philippines.
Okay. When I was invited to give a talk or to give a short talk about this, what I did was I shared a Viber survey. I made an informal survey to my friends, and I asked it, "Can you please share what's the first thing that comes to your mind, or how can you define or describe mother?" Okay, just the word mother. And to my surprise, I got about 100 respondents. Okay, about how many? About 46 of them
Wow.
are males and about 54 females. Okay, it's very interesting. Kasi when you look at the dictionary, you talk about mother, it says female parent. Gano'n lang. But I was surprised when I got all these responses. I got about 42 words, different, and talking about the same word, mother. And the top answers were, it's about love, okay, love, care, selfless, strength, nurture, compassion, okay. And then among those words, marami pa siya, hero, superwoman, wall. I even got a wall. So, why did you get wall? Sabi niya, why did you choose wall? Sabi niya, kasi wall is sandalan, matatag. And my mom has always been there. So, parang yun yung description niya, mother is wall. So, there's so many things to learn just from asking people about mother, okay? And then when parang iniisip ko nga, na-overwhelm ako, wow, these are the things that describe a mother. Parang there's so much. And then iniisip ko, maybe that's why there's a line that I read in the past from an unknown person. It said, life doesn't come with a manual. It comes with a mother. Okay? So,
Oh.
sabi ni
Love
Bettina,
that.
single motherhood, there's no manual. But, well, I guess that's why we're here.
Life.
Diba? We talk about, we
Yeah.
are the life's manual, okay, as mothers. You know, it's easier for mothers. It is easy for us to love, to care, to nurture, to be there for someone. It's always easy kasi parang it's so natural for us. But it is not always easy to be forgiving, to be the strength, to self-sacrifice. These are the answers that I got. To be strong, to be the protector, to be the helper, to be hardworking, to be patient. All of this, you talk about the same person. But you talk about what's the
Lahat
other
na.
side of being this. I know it's not easy. And imagine all the more for single moms. For single moms, it's different because you need, as what Bettina shared, you do everything. You take care of all your household, your finances, your child, many things, many things. That's why there's so many things in our society that is changing right now. Okay, things that are, you hear about stories about unplanned marriages or unplanned pregnancies or single moms, but that's how it is. Okay, it doesn't make a person less of a person by being a single mom. Okay, and that's how families are evolving right now. But no matter what, we're still family, right?
Yes. That's true, Techie. Again, to shed light on what you just said, don't blame the situation that happened. It's the fact that mothers take on the role. They take it on no matter what happened to them. They continue to be mothers. And I think
Yeah,
that is
and
what we are celebrating today, right?
yeah, yes,
So,
yes. I agree with you. I agree with you.
So again, yeah, and ang daming terms, ang daming situations, obviously non-traditional, there's mine, there's the co-parenting, and there's really the single, na it's just me. But Bettina, how about you? You wanna pipe in on something for Miss Techie?
You know, um, I guess what adds burden to emotional or mental burden for single moms, because I went through this and I speak for based on my experience. No, I think the added burden or the unnecessary burden is not fully accepting the cause on how we became a single parent. Diba? Not everyone is a single parent by choice. I was a single mom by choice. I chose to be the only authority, the only parent in my child's life. But how about those who had no choice but to be it, and are living in denial or not being able to accept why. Parang, why is this my situation? Why am I in this situation? And the first step to successfully parenting single-handedly is really acceptance. It's acceptance that there's a purpose and a good one. You have to believe that it's a good purpose for the Lord to allow you to be in that unique family. And what really gave me comfort was to know that, having one less member does not make us less of a family.
That's
So that was the
wonderful.
comfort for me. Di ba na, hindi, it doesn't. We are a family, the two of us, me and Gummy, we are a family. So it's really that acceptance. And siguro, Miss Techie, that's one hurdle, no, in the journey of those who unexpectedly got pregnant, who did not expect, and however that they got into that situation.
Actually, there, I think the bigger question, Bale, is with what Bettina just shared, Miss Techie. What are the challenges, the common challenges faced by single moms? Let's highlight
Okay.
that.
Thank you, Isa, for that question. Thank you, Bettina, for sharing that something very sensitive and very sacred to your experience in your life story. Challenges for single moms. Okay, usually, kasi I'm just gonna enumerate them, but I'm sure most of you have experienced it. So for those who are not aware of it, maybe it's an awareness time for them to realize this is a situation I'm in right now. When you're a single mom, there's an opportunity. You don't have this opportunity to compare ideas and to discuss solutions to your everyday concerns, right? Na compared to someone with a partner at home. Another thing is you don't have the option to delegate responsibilities to another person. Like for example, tutoring. Right now, if there's no partner, you have to do it online at home alone, right? So not like if you have a partner, there's someone you can say, oh, ikaw muna magturo kasi may work ako. Diba? It's different and it's difficult. And another thing, there's
Sharing the
lack of
load, sharing the
sharing
responsibility.
the
Yeah.
load. Yes, okay. Kasi that's difficult and that's different, okay? Another thing is you lack the male parental role model. And sometimes you feel guilty. Kasi when you're going through all of this, as what Bettina shared, these are all different emotions that she had to go through, all different realizations until she reached a point of acceptance, right? But pumapasok doon yung anxiety, fear, at the same, because of the uncertainties, right? And at the same time, you feel guilty na, nako, my child doesn't have a father, she's gonna grow up like this, and compared to her classmates, merong mama and papa, pero now, so all of this, umiikot siya, para siyang ping-pong sa utak natin, paikot-ikot, pabalik-balik. So, and it's normal, it's understandable. Another thing, there's a concern about to discipline our children. Kasi you don't have a partner, so you become the person to discipline the child, and at the same time, ikaw rin yung maglalambing sa child. Diba? So, walang
You're
good cop,
both the
bad
good
cop.
and bad cop. Diba?
I know.
Both good and bad cop, ikaw.
Ikaw yon. So, you have to balance. Lalo na kung nagtampo yung anak mo, sino nang kakausap sa anak mo, diba? So, that's why it's not easy. That's why I always keep on saying it's not easy. And sometimes because you are involved in all of this, you have a lot of responsibilities, you also don't have enough time. You take care of your child, your household, and also for yourself. You take care of the finances. And because we're busy, sometimes we are too tired and we are not sensitive enough sometimes to the needs of our child. Kasi we're too busy and tired. Okay, don't talk to mama first. I'm so tired. I'll talk to you maybe later. Just give me an hour. Pero hindi natin alam, baka naman your child is going through something, right? So because of this, you need to balance everything. Everything come into play. Parang everything seems to be difficult, okay, but I'm sure it's manageable, as Bettina shared, and also other single moms have experienced, right?
Techie, there. Thank you again for highlighting what it is single or unique moms go through. A lot of people don't talk about these things, right?
Yep.
So thank you for
Yeah.
enumerating them very, very well. And again, it's in a non-judgmental way. These are really the realities. Kaya nga, please salute single moms, di ba? Single
Yeah.
Wala nga
parents.
naman tayo mag-judge, Isa, galing tayo dyan, di ba?
Exactly. But,
I'm really
pero,
so
Bettina,
thankful. Yes.
yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just thankful that we can have this open conversation. Like what you said, not everyone brings such to the table, di ba? Openly talking about stigma, struggles. Minsan, wala ka nang lakas to talk about the struggles kasi pagod na pagod ka na sa pag-juggle ng lahat sa buhay mo. Di ba? And it's so empowering lang, this initiative of Eden na, hey, you know, I think what's really great about this is yung simply acknowledging, yung kinikilala lang nila,
Yes.
yung pinagdadaanan. Yun lang eh, hindi naman, oh, ito gawin mo, ito. No, it's just the comfort of, they understand, they know. So for that, thank you, Eden, for just acknowledging where we are coming from, our struggles, and that's really a big
or for having this conversation. Now, of course, we talked about the challenges, but we also find ways. Kaya nga, we want to show and share with you, may support din naman. Diba, Ms.
Yeah.
Techie? What support
A lot.
can best
Okay.
help single mothers become better parents? Meron po niyan, meron yan. So that we can all cope
Okay.
with daily challenges and struggles. There are ways. Ms.
Okay.
Techie?
Okay, so let's talk about parenting. Okay, what can I do being a single mom and being a parent? Okay, I think what's important is we create boundaries at home. Right now, most of us are working from home. Okay, so I know it's not easy to put that boundary at home, considering your work and your home is in the same place, right? But you can somehow, as much as possible, create that boundary that this is work time. Like for example, now you're here in the show, you can tell your child, okay, mama's gonna work for about 2 hours. Okay, so this is mama's time, and then just stay here. Give me this space and this time. Okay, so it's the boundary that the child knows somehow. There's a work time, there's play time, there's mommy time, and there's other things that you can enjoy together with your child. So as much as possible, create that boundary. Number two, establish a routine. Okay, a routine is very important because it helps people to cope up with stress also, and then it helps people to be more resilient also. Routine is putting a structure in your regular schedule. Like for example, time to sleep, time to wake up, time to brush your teeth, time to do your studies. The routine, kahit papano, kasi sometimes the children are very stressed for different reasons, but knowing that they know by 6 o'clock they need to eat already, they know that mama's gonna prepare merienda by 3 o'clock. So all of this, na-change sila rather than go deep into their problems or their other concerns. So the routine is very important. Another thing, set limits. So you speak respectfully, what are the things that you value, and then you impose on your family. For example, in our home, no shouting. In our home, no saying bad words. So setting limits, like it's also important that for us to reach out to the poor or to the people that are outside our home. So it's also setting limits on what you can do, and also what are other things that you can go outside of your home. Okay. Another thing is, don't forget to use as much as possible positive discipline. Okay, there's
That's good.
learn from it. I encourage everyone to please learn more about positive discipline. So I think my take on this is that sometimes our child may behave not, parang you are not happy with the behavior of your child. So keep in mind, the behavior is bad, but not the child. Okay,
That's
you correct
true.
the behavior.
Make
You
that
correct the
distinction.
The
behavior.
Yes.
action. Yes.
Yes, you correct the behavior, the action, the words, or the deeds of your child, because that is not proper and that is not acceptable in our home. But at the same time, make the person feel that it doesn't, my love for you will not change. It is unconditional, even if you do these things, okay? And sometimes children kasi, you sinabi mo na one time, uulitin uli. Diba? So that's why patience comes into the picture. And at the same time, that's how children learn also through their mistakes. The important thing is they know there's always a mom who will always forgive and embrace the child. Diba? That's very important. So encourage everyone to please practice
Love,
positive discipline.
accept. Yeah.
Okay. Another thing is show your love. Okay. So sometimes moms are very tired, especially now. Parang kulang na kulang yung 24 hours sa moms. I don't know why. Especially now during pandemic, parang ubos na ubos yung oras ko. But always make sure you show your love. For example, yung wow, thank you for preparing my breakfast. You kiss and embrace in the morning or in the evening. This little oh, mommy's gonna be busy today, but please don't forget to pray for me. Okay, this is my here's my kiss. Please pray over me. Things like that. It's a constant outpouring of support and love to the other person. And another thing is don't forget to have fun at home. Okay? So, kasi hindi naman maganda yung very strict at home. Diba? So, you always to put balance. Learn to play with your child, to interact, find out what's going on with your child. And at the same time, you know, you can learn a lot from their games right now. So, it's our way to communicate and to be in touch with them, to connect. So, those are just some. I'm sure you know more. Okay? Thank you.
Techie, amazing
So
tips. Thank you
helpful.
very, very much. In fact, a lot of our viewers agree with you. Rolled into one mom said, this is where guilt comes in. She could relate to that one because I'm always busy. Sometimes when I get home, I'm so tired, I'm masungit to my kids. Thank you for sharing Rolled into One Mom. And yun nga, even vlogging in tandem is saying, proud to be raised by a single mom. Even though wala daw kasing na contribution yung father, it's okay because my inay was more than enough. Nakakaiyak yun. Pero I'm sure she knows that, diba? So, yes, thank you. A crafted
Yeah.
lifestyle agrees with what you said. The behavior is bad, not the child. Ang ganda. Ang gaganda. Thank you, everybody. We are connected with you and your comments. And thank you for listening, for agreeing, and sharing with us how you feel as we are sharing where we're coming from also. So, Techie, even though in the word single, in single moms, that's what we call them, let's all be comforted na hindi tayo alone. Single, but not alone. Diba?
Yep.
And that help is always there when we need it. The tips alone that we heard from Techie today, to Bettinna sharing her story, her journey, hindi pa tapos, valuable insights. That's what we hope to really give you today in our conversation. All wonderful, wonderful, valuable insights. Pero hindi pa tayo tapos. Techie, please remain with us because
Okay.
regardless of the different flavors and paths that we take in our mom journeys, one thing will always be true, and that is our passion for nurturing our families in the best way that we can. So speaking of nurturing po, this brand is all about that. In fact, these conversations were made possible because of the brand that we have with us today, who made this possible. It brings families closer together with the magic that they bring. Alam kong alam nyo na, of course, it's Eden Cheese. So to talk about the inspiration behind our conversations and this unique, super brave campaign about the different flavors of motherhood, we have with us today also Eden's brand manager, Christine Enriquez, more fondly called KE. Hi, KE.
Okay, great. So I've been listening into your beautiful conversation. So kanina pa ako lurker actually. So yeah, but I've been learning a lot and it's really beautiful. Grabe ka naman, Isa. Hindi pa tayo gitna. Iyak na ako eh. Iyak ka kasi eh. Natitiri-eyed ka na.
KE, hindi lang ako. Ay, ang ganda. Paano kayo hindi maiyak? Tingnan mo how involved our friends are in YouTube. Kanina pa ako nagbabasa habang nagkukwentuhan kami nila Bettinna and Techie, di ba? So yung words pa nga lang ni Techie nung nag-survey siya, Diyos ko, wall, home, umiyak na ako doon.
Yeah,
Pero
yeah.
KE, hindi ka lurker. Ikaw ang tunay na host. Ikaw ang host nito. Diba? Eden Cheese brought this about. So, KE, Teka, bago brand. Kamusta ka? Kamusta ka
Yeah, okay
muna?
naman.
Magkamusta
Yeah,
naman
sige,
tayo.
kamustahan muna tayo. Sige.
Oo.
Para naman meron tayong ano. Yeah. So, kasi nag-update kayo kanina ni Bettinna, 'di ba? So, ako naman, I'm very good. So, thankfully, I'm safe with my family at home. Also working from home like a lot of us, I think. And just like you and Bettina, syempre, love your own. So I've been preparing a lot of Eden cheese for snacks.
Yeah.
So since I've been working from home a lot, di ba?
Expert ka
So,
na dapat, ha?
nako, sana. Actually, to be honest, nitong quarantine lang talaga ako nagsimula magluto-luto eh. So, pero at least, di ba, marunong na ako magluto. And sincerely, talaga, our family likes cheese. And I mean, even when I was young, and Eden has been really part of the family. Sobrang lakas namin sa cheese. So, happy rin ako that this is the brand that I'm handling, to be honest.
Nice.
So, yeah, and given that, since you're talking about snacks, my favorite is grilled cheese sandwiches. You mentioned that you love it, right?
Yum.
Yeah, so you guys love it. That's my go-to also. It's like a comfort food for me. It's so simple but so yummy. And with that in my life and work from home na easily accessible yon, I'm all good. I'm all good here. Ganyan. So, yeah. So, and apart from that, I've also been trying to contribute in my own little way through community pantries happening around, diba? So, because they say,
Hey.
diba, a little goes a long way now, especially nowadays. So, it really matters.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ayan, you know, generosity talaga is something else, especially in this hard times. 'Di ba? Yung akala mong maliit na bagay from you, malaking bagay yan sa iba. So, hats off to you, KE, for contributing. And yes, keeping it good for your family too. Pero, KE, really what I'm grateful for is this gathering today, for what you and Eden Cheese is providing a space for a conversation. So may I ask now, what inspired Eden to come up with this beautiful, and like I said, it's such a brave campaign for Mother's Day?
Well, first of all, thank you for acknowledging it, and it's really nice to hear these such words from you guys. It's heartwarming. Well, we at Eden kasi, we're all about love and acceptance talaga. And there are many different Filipino motherhood journeys. And by this talaga, our hope is really to amplify the voices of Filipino moms and support them in their struggles. And even, yeah, as you said, provide them a platform so that they know that they are not alone in their unique journeys. And in this, it's all Filipino moms, including single moms.
Wow. And of course, diverse, and dami-daming different aspects of moms, the different flavors of moms. I really love that calling us that. But if anything, KE, why particularly at this time? There's a timing to campaigns, diba? So I wonder, why now?
Yeah, so that's a good question. Siguro a bit of a background there, Isa. I'm not sure kasi if you know, but Eden is a brand that has been with moms from all walks of life, with them in their different motherhood journeys for the last 36 years. So medyo
Tagal
matagal
na.
ang Eden. Yeah. We've journeyed together with mothers
Older than me.
for the past. Yeah, exactly. So, diba? So, and Eden knows and recognizes these moms' roles in bringing families together. So, in the past 13 months, talagang the roles of moms in nurturing the family has been challenging, diba? Kasi it was yung pandemic. It was really all about the pandemic. And this has brought about many conversations about the mom's role as the nurturer of the family. I think sabi ni Techie kanina, di ba? Isa yun sa mga words na nag-describe rin, di ba? For the 42 words na sinabi niya. So nurturer talaga yung mom natin sa family. And as the world continues to change and evolve, so do the beliefs of moms. But ang
That's
maganda
true.
kasi niyan, even though the world is changing, one thing is sure, one thing is unwavering about them. It is the mom's capacity to give unconditional love that allows her to bring her family together. Kaya this Mother's Day, we really wanted to shed light on the silent reality in the Philippines and touch a specific group of underrepresented moms by giving them a voice. So kasi it's important for us to really showcase how important unconditional love and parental support plays in fostering acceptance and empathy. And it's really about extending that to each unique motherhood journey because it's talaga iba. Sabi nga natin, iba-iba talaga eh. Kahit naman traditional mom, iba-iba pa rin eh. Yung experience mo,
course.
right? So, and of course, single moms included also. So we especially highlight this on Mother's Day because Mother's Day is really all about that kind of love, right? Yeah.
Kay, again, thank you. Nakakaiyak na nga, ayan, no? Diba?
Ako din, yung ilong ko medyo nangangati na.
Diba? We're not excluding any type of mom. Married moms, single
no.
moms, again, single parents, diba? That is what makes this campaign so inspiring. It's not saying to lang. It's really embracing everybody. And there's really nothing more important than to be heard or seen, especially during these times. So thank you, Eden. Thank you, KE, for espousing inclusivity. This, I think, really will empower moms everywhere, diba? So, hindi pa nga doon, hindi pa nagtatapos. Bettina, hay nako.
Meron ba? Akala ko ito lang. Hindi ba tok-tok-tok lang?
I'm
There's
actually
more.
giving myself already a little,
There's
okay.
more. Ano pang meron, Miss K.E.?
My special surprise.
Oh,
Kasi
yeah.
Miss KE,
Yeah.
go.
I have a special surprise to you guys in our panel and of course to everyone watching us live right now and even those who will be watching us later. So yeah, I'm actually very happy and excited as this is something of a first for Eden She's what I'm going to share with you. So we're going to be launching a story that's inspired by many true stories of moms. So yun siya. And it's a film. The film's title is Unconditional. This film is actually directed by Antoinette Hadaone, the renowned filmmaker.
An award-winning.
I'm sure, yeah, the award-winning filmmaker. I think you're familiar with her because she's really popular, diba? And she's really good at what she does. She has skillful storytelling skills, diba? And her topics are really about the facets of love, the different facets of love. And usually, she actually tackles a lot of male leads, diba? Oh, sorry, not male, female leads.
Female.
Which is yun talaga yung naging center ng journey ng stories niya usually. So this is kaya rin that's a lot of a reason why we also lead to her when we were thinking of telling this story. So this film portrays the moment a young woman discovers the start of her motherhood. So yun yung start of the motherhood journey. So, okay, so I'll not talk anymore. I'll just let it speak for itself. So without further ado, I would like to invite everyone here to this premiere on this live stream of our new film, Lovingly Made for Mother's Day.
Anak, kakain na tayo.
Anak? Anak? Okay ka lang?
Opo, Ma. Buntis ako. Baby.
Happy Mother's Day, Han.
Happy Mother's Day, Ma.
Salamat, anak. Tara, kain na tayo.
Ma. Happy Mother's Day, Ma.
Oh, wow.
Hindi ako ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for everyone's, we didn't know that video yet po, ha? We, both
First time.
Bettina and
We're
I,
all watching
never
it for
saw
the
that.
first time.
Yeah. So, we saw that with you. Wow. Eden!
Bakit yung dibdib ko?
Yeah.
Kita niyo naman,
Sige,
diba?
compose niyo muna yung sarili niyo, guys. Yeah, I understand. But yeah.
It's that. When you're at a loss for words, it just really shows the power of how something resonates with you. And that did it for me. How about you, Bettina?
Of course, it brought me back to that same moment when, I mean, how long ago was that? 11 years. But watching it allowed
Yeah.
me to relive that moment kasi it was also on the dining table when I was going to, dun
Tell
din.
your
So parang,
parents.
tell
Yeah.
my mom actually, and I was seconds away from telling her myself, pero someone else revealed it to her. So it was so painful for me to have missed that, 'di ba? Kasi siya nasabi niya pa eh. And parang na-feel ko yung kaya tapos masakit yung dibdib ko. Na-feel ko yung fear niya of rejection, which I think everyone has. Diba? Whether you receive that news of an unplanned, unexpected pregnancy or in whatever context you are in, there's always that fear of opening up and revealing a part of you and the question na, tatanggapin pa ba ako? Am I still wanted after this? Will they still love me and want me the same? And just that display of love, na I think only mothers can really give. Diba? Parang
Yeah.
nanay lang
You know-
talaga. Hindi mo ma-explain. I guess until you become a mother yourself, what a mother's love can do, can bear, can give. Diba?
Actually, Bettina, it's not fear. For me, it's not just fear. It's the enormity of it's a life. You're really now responsible for a life other than yours. And that is huge. Right? So, Kay, I think our reactions are speaking for itself.
Yeah.
I think you want to share more about you yourself. Let's hear from Eden. So, Kay, wow,
Okay.
why? What? Why?
Actually, my heart is now super full. I mean, sobrang thank you. I guess by judging your reactions to it, and even I think in the YouTube link that we have, this is the first time
Oh,
that
yeah.
we are showing this. This is our first time we are showing this to the public, basically. So this is really an exclusive thing for you guys here to be able to see it first. And yun nga, my heart is full about it. I'm really happy that you guys really appreciate it and that you really felt what we wanted to communicate. So we're really proud of this
Relatable, Kay.
film.
Yeah, relatable teacher. Ang daming comments. I miss my mommy.
I know. I will go through that later.
Yeah.
Yeah. But ayun talaga, it's really something. This film is really something special for Eden. It touches a very sensitive but relatable part of our society.
Yes.
And it's very important. We feel it's very important to show support, an expression of support for each unique motherhood experience, and especially during the first part of their motherhood journey. In this case, right?
The
So we believe that one of
discovery.
the most important roles.
Yeah.
Yes. And I guess this usually kasi it's a happy discovery, di ba? I mean, there are situations. Tapos parang dito kasi there's that fear. There's that raw emotion of, yun nga, sabi ni Bettina, will I be accepted? And all that. All that coming into your head. So, ano talaga? So, that's something that we wanted to show. And but more than that, it's really beyond that. What we wanted to show was really the unconditional love of a mom, and that it has no bounds. And that's what we wanted to bring to the fore, because we believe that one of the most important roles of a mother is really about nurturing family connections and bringing their family together no matter what situation they are in, and even if, like in this time, in challenges. So
Thank
Nanay
you.
talaga
that's really
mga
wanted.
glue.
It's really that.
Whew.
Yeah, pero wait,
Yes, yes.
hindi pa tapos. KE, how? Diba? Siyempre, ako kanina, why, KE? Ngayon naman, how? How did you come up
Yeah.
with the film? And not for anything, were there actual single moms involved in creating this campaign?
Oh, yeah, actually, to answer your question, there are. So we're proud to have created this campaign with insights and feedback from consumers who were once single moms. Actually, just to let you in on how we did it. We actually interviewed consumers, I mean, Eden consumers who were single moms or who are single moms. And ano talaga, so we actually asked them their experience. So I think it's really, that's where it's coming from, what you're feeling right now, because these are emotions that were captured in this film because they were really real emotions from real single moms. And siguro just a little parang when we were showing them the initial rough boards of our STB, of our storyboard, dun pa lang sa storyboard na hindi gumagalaw, hindi nga film, umiyak na sila. So parang because they were saying na, yeah, they were saying na syempre ayaw naman namin sila paiyakin, di ba? Pero it was really about reliving the experience also. And they actually get reminded by their mom. Yun talaga yun eh. Yun yung papaiyak sa kanila na parang how their
Actually.
mom really was accepting and unconditionally loving to them. Kahit na, di ba, kahit na parang na siguro na break nila yung trust and all that, di ba, ng mom nila, parang she was still there. She was still there to nurture them all throughout. Yun. And apart from these single moms that we interviewed, we also collaborated with a diverse external agency partners and even a lot of people in the team, in the Mondelez team in our company. So we wanted to shed light on this group of moms. Kasi sometimes not all, kasi like for example, I think si Bettinna or si Issa will have that kind of support in your immediate network, in your personal spheres. But there are other moms kasi that may lack support from their families and their loved ones. Diba? Not all are as lucky, right, to have that support. And our goal is really to be able to show universal love and acceptance for all flavors of motherhood. So that whatever journey of motherhood you are in, you can continue to nurture family connections in your family. And like in the video, this extends to those moms who are in challenging situations like this.
There you go, inclusivity. I love the universal message of this, diba? For everyone, it is really saying, hey, we love, we accept, diba? So I agree. Thank you, KE. Not everybody gets to have a beautiful start in their motherhood journey. Pero, yung nga, ang dami na naming sinabi, uncertainty, fear, stigma, pressure, challenges, it really can be overwhelming. And most of us went through this challenging phase when we found out that we were pregnant. And many of us weren't prepared. And you know what? Even if you're married, if you find out you're pregnant, nobody is prepared. Diba nga? That's why we all agree. Life doesn't come with a manual. It comes with a mother. So, Bettinna, not for anything, it's personal, if I may ask, what was your reaction? You said it reminded you just like yesterday. It's been over 10 years. But your experience when you first found out you were pregnant. And yeah, that moment in the video, what were your parents' reactions when they found out? And then, siyempre, what was your reaction to their reaction? Diba? How was it for you, Bettinna?
When I found out I was pregnant, what I struggled with the most at that time, aside from fear, yung fear na, kasi artista ako nun eh, di ba? Parang, what will people say about me? That's one. Two, how will I provide for this child if this is the nature of my work? Three, meron kaya akong babalikan? Because I was not a superstar when I got pregnant. So I'm not sure if there's any work still in this field that I could go back to. But other than fear, there was also shame. I was so ashamed because I got pregnant by a man who was not my boyfriend and who was so much older than me. Ang nag-overcome noon was mas nangibabaw yung okay, ngayon na may buhay akong dinadala, may choice ka. Diba? And my choice was to embrace it. And so I kept it for a while because nagko-cooperate naman, maliit naman yung tiyan ko. But I came to a point na I knew I had to tell my parents. And in-expect ko na my mom will ask, "Why, anak? Like in the video, bakit? Paano? Nagkulang ba ako? Hindi ba kita nabantayan? Hindi ba sapat yung pagpapaalala ko sa iyo?" All those things were in my mind. I was expecting that. And also, of course, because I came from a broken family. My parents are not married. And so I know in my mom's heart, she would have wanted me to take the normal path, which is ikasal ka muna bago ka mag-anak para normal yung pamilya mo, unlike hers. But turns out at that time, it's like I'm going through the same road. So when I was at that moment, sabi ko nga sa'yo, nasa dining table, I was seconds, literally seconds away from telling my mom. And her phone rang. It was someone pretending to be concerned and divulged it to my mom. Siya yung nagsabi. And you know, what really broke my heart was my mom's response to that person. She said, "Well, you know, kung buntis si Bettinna, she's old enough. She's done with school. She's working." That's all she said. Considering that she did not know it, and considering that she was struggling with shock and pain at that moment. And for me, that was a sight that really broke my heart because I saw love. I saw how much my mom loved me na hanggang dulo I'll protect you. Yung hindi yung talaga, buntis yung anak ko, hindi ko alam. Walang ganun. It was all till the end. She was on my side. It was that kind of love that my mom showed at that time. And now that I am a mom, parang your love just actually grows na parang yun pala yung kayang gawin ng pagmamahal ng ina na kahit ikaw na yung nilokong tao, kaya mo pa rin magmahal at protektahan yung tao ng loko sa'yo dahil itinago tong katotohanan na to sa'yo. So that's how it was like for my mom. My dad, on the other hand, iba-ibang reaksyon eh.
Yeah.
My dad did not talk to me for months. And I kept reaching out to him, and I guess he just couldn't make sense of it. Kasi panganay ako, babae pa, at una pa akong babae. So now in hindsight, naiintindihan ko. Pero you know how they say na once you give birth to your child, it's as if nothing happened. And it was like that. Nawala lahat ng issue. My dad was the happiest to see and to hold his first apo. So I guess what's crucial is the acceptance part talaga. Knowing my parents accept me and love me still and are on my side really helped me not be bothered so much about what others think of me, what they could be saying secretly about me, whatever. Kahit ano bang sabihin yung lahat, I am safe because I am fully known and I am still fully loved by my parents. And I think that is so important. And, you know, maybe this conversation is not just for the moms who are single moms, but maybe this is also an opportunity to speak to the moms who have young adult children, young adult daughters who are in this situation and they're struggling accepting it. Diba na? And maybe this video will just really speak to them about what they are struggling to do. And hopefully they will do because of this. They will be prompted to do what mothers do. You know, continue to accept and continue to love your children.
Thank you,
So
Bettinna.
that's
Thank you.
the thing.
Yeah, that's, you know what? I have no doubt that was not easy for you to share, but thank you. Thank you very, very much for
Thank
sharing
you.
that. And thankfully, like with your example, again, the reactions, we can't control that. All families are different, but life goes on. We all move forward. And so that is what we hope for all, diba? Not just for single moms, really for all. In fact, let's bring in Techie. She's still here with us. Techie,
Yes.
to help better understand what Bettina just shared, right? All this is normal, right, Techie?
Yes.
That fear.
Yes.
So how would you advise women going through this kind of
Okay.
uncertainty? It's such a huge journey to undertake, Techie.
Yeah. It is. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to witness all of this. Thank you, Bettina, for sharing that. You know, single moms, na-overwhelm ako ngayon eh. Just listening to you, Bettina, and also listening to my other
Yeah.
clients in the past, na parang I understand how difficult and it's not easy, okay? So what are the things that we can do? You know, you feel sad, you feel betrayed, you feel there's anxiety, there's stress. It's all of these overwhelming emotions would come and go, and sometimes they stay or they linger with us, okay? The important thing is for us to recognize our emotions. Like today I feel like crying. Today I'm very sad because I recall the many times that I had to go through all the difficulties I had to go through. So you just acknowledge your emotions kasi you cannot say na hindi naman ako malungkot, hindi naman ako. So you just embrace your emotions, you take care of yourself, okay? There's such a thing called self-compassion. Self-compassion is when you treat yourself the way you want others, you would treat other people. You love your child, but you need to love yourself first. Take care of yourself, okay? Because that is important. So you practice, let's try to practice self-compassion. At the same time, get your social support. Many studies have shown the benefits you will gain from social support. I understand for those who are single moms right now, you don't have a partner right now, but that doesn't stop there, okay? You have your immediate families. If you're having great difficulties with your immediate families, reach out to your friends. The important thing is you always stay connected. Even if it's during the pandemic, please have a regular communication with your friends via Zoom or whatever platform you're comfortable with. The important thing is you always reach out. Every time you have confusion, just talk to your best friend. Doon ka magbatuhan ng lahat, whatever emotions you have. Kasi it's so difficult already for you to handle all these responsibilities, tapos you just keep it to yourself. That's not healthy and that's not helpful. Okay?
Yeah.
Another thing is,
Let it out
I know,
with a support group. Yeah.
I know. So don't forget, look for your support group. Hindi ka nag-iisa. That's the important thing. Okay. Another thing, practice self-care. Uh, you should allot a time in a day wherein that is your me time. Like for example, you walk outside with your mask, of course, dapat yon. Or take a long shower and listen to music or watch a nice show. The important thing is you dedicate a me time to yourself. Okay? Take care of yourself. Take care of your mind and your body. Kasi kung ikaw emotionally punong-puno na hindi mo siya malabas, that is not healthy. Lumalabas yun the way you relate to your child eh. Diba? The way you communicate to your parents or to the other people. Magiging masungit ka eh. Diba? So you really need to take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Get enough sleep. Remember, if you don't have enough sleep, maging masungit ka, right? So it also affects your mental well-being. At the same time, get nutritious food. That's very important. Hindi pwede puro junk food kasi these things we do not see, but it really affects our mind. And the way we need to take care of our mind. Exercise.
It
You know,
manifests.
I started exercising. I'm not that kind of person, but I started exercising since January. So every day, 30 minutes when I wake up in the morning, I walk outside 30 minutes a day, and I dedicate that for my me time. I do my mindfulness, and at the same time, that's the time I pray. Okay, so at the same time, I'm able to walk because I know exercise helps in my mind, my mental well-being. That is very important. So I encourage all the moms. Hindi nyo pwedeng sabihin you don't have time. You need to find time for yourself. Okay, you need to be there for others. Another thing, if you're going through a lot, please, my message to you today is please ask for help. You don't need to go through your problem alone. Ask for help. There are a lot of professionals who are available right now. Ang galing nga ngayon eh. I'm sorry, pero because of the pandemic, you can reach to your
Online.
therapist or your counselor
That's
online.
true.
You don't even to go
It's
out.
online.
So,
True.
the important thing is
Yeah,
reach
that's true.
out. Huwag mong kimkimin mag-isa. Kasi hindi siya, I'm sure, you reach a point wherein sabi ni Bettina, yung acceptance, but sometimes it's a process. It's good if you're able to do it alone, but it's not usually the case. Okay, and it's okay to talk to someone who can really help
Yeah.
you. So reach out, talk to a professional. Before I'd like to add something also. There's one thing there's the line that I saw that motherhood daw kasi, it says, this is not my quote, I'm just quoting someone that an unknown writer said, motherhood, if you think my hands are full, you should see my heart. Diba? So moms out there, they very unconditional.
Siksik-liglig umaapaw.
I know, very
Ganda.
unconditional, mahal na mahal, umaapaw. Kaya tingin natin, busy tayo. Pero tingnan mo yung puso ng nanay mo, talagang hindi mo mahahawakan yung gano'n siya kadamik or how much love yung nasa puso ng isang ina, diba? So,
It's true.
Dalawang wonderful quotes na yan, Techie, ha? Kanina,
Oo
life
nga,
doesn't come with a
grabe.
manual, it comes with a mother. Ngayon, if my hands are full, look at my heart. I love Techie. It's so full. Diba? Ang sarap. Techie, thank you very, very much. Again,
thank you.
the reality is, it is different. It's different for every family. It's different per person, per situation. But having the courage to speak up and to let it out is the first step, right? Bettina?
I agree. I believe, Isa, as hard as it is for the parents, especially for the moms, to take in such news, I believe walang magulang na kulang ang pagmamahal sa anak na hindi maiintindihan where they are, what they're faced with. So I know at the end of the day, a mother's love will always prevail and will conquer any challenge, and they will really share that with their children.
Wonderful. Wait, let's get everybody together. Let's open the floor for some questions. In fact, we have a lot of questions already.
Exciting!
To our YouTube friends who are still here with us, thank you for
Nice,
staying with
nice.
us. Ang sarap ng afternoon, no? Nakaka-lethargy. Ano ba yun? Yung nalalabas. Lahat tayo nalalabas natin. So, thank you, Eden. Eden, thank you.
Correct.
Diba? Not lethargic. I'm sorry. Nawala na. Cathartic pala, cathartic. Ayan, sorry, nawawala na ako ng words. Very emotional. Let's get to Q&A. Here we go, Q&A time. So, for Bettina muna. Jessie Acosta is saying, hi Bettina, tips on how you managed everything. Wow, madami to.
Wow.
2 to 3 na lang, Bettina. 2 to 3 tips how you managed during your single mom days.
Okay, where do I begin? Okay. Parang kasi 1, 2, 3 talaga yung hinihingi. Siguro na lang, I would want to share a few perspectives on how I approached my solo parenting. Number 1, what really allowed me to successfully parent Gummy was to know my primary role. Like what I mentioned, akala mo pag single parent ka, 2-in-1 ka, nanay, tatay ka. And I struggled with that for so long. I was overworking and yet yung anak ko lumalaki and parang it was not enough. It was never enough. And yet you're guilty. You're struggling with guilt. What helped me was to understand that I am just a mother. Yeah, I'm the only physical parent. I'm supposed to work and all. But not to the point that my primary role as a mother, as the nurturer, ay nasasapawan ng pagtatrabaho. Because we like saying to ourselves, everything I do is for my child. I work hard for my child. Yeah, so I can give her this kind of life and the things that she wants and needs. But at the end of the day, tanongin mo yung anak mo, what do you want? Ang sagot niyan, ikaw. It's you and your time. So I guess more than material things, you prioritize giving yourself to your child, being the mother that your child needs. Ikaw na nga yung only parent, wala ka pa. Diba? Nandyan ka nga, yung isip mo, wala. Yung isip mo nasa work, yung isip mo nasa pera. How else can I earn? Diba? And attached to that, it's really knowing that, like what we have been reiterating, you may be solo, but you're not alone. And I'd like to share that this grounding that I have is because of my faith. Because I know God is my partner. God is our provider. God is the father to the fatherless. So that unloaded me from the burden of I need to do everything. I need to work. Yeah, I should still work, but not to the point na yung primary role ko as a mother ay matatabunan na. And lastly, siguro it's remembering that at the end of the day, you did your best with what you had.
Yeah. As long as
Be
you give it your
grateful.
all.
Yes, you
Yeah.
know, do not look at what this other mother is doing, because that mother is a different mother with a different set of challenges and different needs and all. What did you do with what you had, with the time that you had? Did you honor your priorities? Did you parent your child the way you should? Iba kasi yung providing sa parenting eh, 'di ba, Isa? And oftentimes we tend to confuse that as I am parenting by providing for my child. But hey, remember, we are the mothers, we are the nurturers of our families, and you would want to witness really your child grow up. So para hindi nyo ma-miss yung mga moments na yan. Hindi na mababalik ng
present. Yeah.
hindi yan mabibili ng pera. Kahit ano yung kinita mo sa pagtatrabaho mo, you can't buy back time. So yeah, it's really your priorities.
Thank you, Bettina. Thank you for that. Let's ask Techie naman. There's a question for Techie from all around Pinay Mama. Techie, what is your best advice to single moms or moms, any unique mom, who feel that they are insignificant or
Okay.
failure?
Failure.
Lahat
Okay.
tayo, guilty niyan.
Okay.
All moms.
I think
Insignificant or failure.
Okay. Okay. I think it's important for us to understand that we go through different emotions. Sa umpisa, syempre, you feel hindi pwedeng masaya ka na unplanned pregnancy biglang nangyari. So, kasi kasama doon yung dreams mo, your expectations from your family. So, syempre, there's a negative emotions that will come. So, the important thing is you understand what you're going through. Number 2, be kind to yourself. Okay? Sometimes, yung iba na forgive ka na, ikaw hindi mo pa ma-forgive yung sarili mo. Tayo yung number 1 critic ng sarili
That's
natin.
true.
Diba?
That's so true.
So, and that becomes harder. So the important thing is, okay, this is what happened to me. This is not the way I wanted it, but this is my choice right now. This is my situation. So it's gonna be an emotions of up and down, but the emotions doesn't stay. Keep that in mind. Ngayon, malungkot ka, but it doesn't mean you're gonna be malungkot the whole time, diba? Emotions come and go, and keep that in mind. Right now, you feel as if you're very anxious. There's depression for some people who are very sad. So it doesn't mean that's gonna be your story the whole time. Like Bettina, she went through the process, diba? And that process is a journey that makes you a different person, becomes you a better woman. Kanina, I heard your stories, Isa and Bettina. You have changed and you are stronger. Ang lalim ng pinaghuhugutan nyo. And hindi nagiging possible yon because of your, if not for your experiences, right? So it's no doubt, it's a journey. It's a journey. It's just a different path.
Yeah, we wouldn't be.
Yes. So
we wouldn't be who we are today if not for that, for those experiences.
Precisely, and that's what makes you beautiful now, because of that life journey, diba? So for all the single moms, learn to embrace yourself. Be kind to yourself. Okay? Ikaw yung una magiging kind to yourself before you expect others to be kind to yourself. Okay? So that's why self-compassion is very important. Okay? Learn to forgive yourself. Okay? It is something that you didn't plan, something that you didn't want to happen, but the important thing is today, I decided this is my journey. And then embrace it. Because the journey may be too far and dark right now, but look at the other end. You can see Bettina and Isa talking and sharing their experiences now. Today, para everything is dark. But what Bettina and Tina are telling you right now is, hey, there's life. Life is beautiful after this first dose. Parang first impact ng, parang dose ang naisip ko kasi vaccine, ano? Yung first impact ng you're a single parent, diba? It's
first blow.
Yeah. So nakaka-shock sa umpisa. That's why if you're confused right now, if you're a single mom, if you're young as a single mom, okay, reach out and talk to a friend, talk to a professional. Okay, it's very important that you talk to someone. Don't keep it to yourself. Okay.
Thank
I think
you.
that's my
Techie,
message.
everyone saying thank you from YouTube. Thank you from Jessie Costa, Ann Basa, Rachel Carpio. Everyone saying thank you for that, Miss Techie. How about KE?
Welcome.
Punta tayo kay KE ngayon. KE, what is the importance
Yes.
in Eden starting and leading this type of conversation now? Because of course, we just launched it today. So to bring it back to Eden, right? What's it to Eden Ballet? Starting and leading this type of conversation now.
So ano siya, I think it's really important for us kasi as I've mentioned, di ba kanina sa chat natin kanina in the earlier part, Eden has been with walking with moms, basically. Journeying with Filipino moms, supporting Filipino moms for the past 36 years. And we see na parang, kumbaga, there are many aspects of Filipino moms in their life. Nandun kami sa lahat. So sa celebration, and of course, not only the celebrations, but even in the low points. So we have been, and we want to continue to be, her ally in making sure that not only she has kumbaga delicious dishes for the nourishment of his family, of her family, but also to continue nurturing those bonding moments, those connections within her family. And those savor-worthy, sabi nga ni Bettina, di ba, hindi mo na maibabalik. So gusto namin, not only on the nourishment side, but holistically, we want our moms to really be supported, di ba? And this is a way for them to have a voice. Yun nga, di ba? This is ano parang this is touching nga on a group of moms who are kumbaga usually underrepresented, di ba? Sabi, I think in our conversation kahapon, Bettina, di ba, when we were conversing about this, during Mother's Day kasi it's all the happy, ganon, di ba? Parang it's very, and of course, we celebrate all moms, the traditional moms we celebrate. But this is also because we believe na hindi regardless of how you started in your motherhood journey, you're still a mom and you're worth celebrating. And since nga ang ano namin talaga goal namin sa Eden is universal love and acceptance and really about accepting all flavors of motherhood. That's why this is important for us, is because this is something that is true to us.
Love it. Thank you, Miss KE. Balik tayo kay Bettina. Bettina, what inspired you to talk about your motherhood journey and, to share your story so openly? And with that, what is your message then to other moms who are still scared to talk about their stories? Bettina?
There's nothing hidden that will remain hidden. And sometimes us hiding things from others, hiding truth, even to ourselves, could imprison you and really make you carry unnecessary burden. And I'm saying this as a mother who's responsible for the life of another person and who really has no other physical help in terms of raising and providing that life. And that burden, yung tinatago mo, yung sinasarili mo, is parang it's choking life out of you. When actually, ano bang kailangan kong protektahan? It was hard for me then. Kasi syempre, ano yung nature ng trabaho ko, artista ko eh. And our job really calls for a polished image, diba? But I couldn't live with that. I couldn't not speak up on it, especially when I encountered the Lord, who really helped me journey in this life. Yun eh, parang ang dami nating tanong, ang daming bakit, ang dami nating tinatry i-manage. But sometimes the more you try to control things you actually have no control over, parang lalo ka lang sumasabog.
Lose control. Exactly.
Yeah, and so it's
the more you can control it. Yeah.
It's really accepting, diba? Accepting that, okay, I made a bad call, I made a bad choice, that was a mistake, it resulted to this, but I believe God is good. God has a good purpose for this. So what do? It's really all what you choose to think. And that really helped guide me step by step, navigating which direction to take. It's really it's really anchoring on that truth. So when I finally accepted my situation, wala na akong shame. Wala na akong shame because baka my story, my hurts, my struggles would be of help to someone. And I thank God that it is today. 10 years after what I went through, I am blessed with this opportunity where I can say things no one can tell you. No one has the courage to say to you because walang may kaya. But I can't take credit for that because as humans, we always want to put up a good front. Diba? Pero yung Panginoon talaga remove the shame in my past and use that to proclaim His goodness and what good He can really bring about, something that seems so hopeless, something that seems to be like the end of your life, of your journey. So yeah, that's really what allowed me. I'm sorry if my answer was not diretso,
I think it's inspiring.
I have
again,
no shame
to share your truth.
Something
Yeah.
that can help.
Yeah,
that
it's
can be
sharing your
helpful.
truth, and you're right about one thing. It starts with you. Once you really accept it for yourself, no one else can use it against you. I am also a big believer in that, and I can so relate to that, Bettina. Thank you. And there's power in sharing stories. And it starts with you. Thank you, Bettina. Balik tayo kay Techie. Miss Techie,
Yes.
this is a bit sensitive. I have a friend who is a single mom. How can I help her while respecting her privacy and space? Because
Okay.
you know what, that's another truth. You were saying kanina, most single moms take it upon themselves. They don't want to be a burden to others. They don't ask for help, diba? Because they take it upon themselves. So how can others help? Like this friend who wants to help while respecting her privacy and space.
Okay, thank you for that question. Remember, I mentioned that people go through different stages as they learn the news and then learn to eventually accept it. So it's a process. So it's an up and down. So the thing is, you giving them the space is giving them the time to think also and to understand where am I going from here, diba? So I like that friend kasi sabi niya, I understand and I respect that. That's why she's giving her the space. But the thing is, you're also such a good friend because you're there, you want to help and you want to reach out, okay? Which is, she's so blessed to have you. But it's
I was
very nice
thinking
that
the
you
same thing.
respect her space, and that is okay, that's a given. The important thing is to send the message to your friend. I am here when you're ready. I am here. So like a mom, diba, we give unconditional love, okay? So make your friend feel not in your face kasi sometimes in our facial expression medyo lumalabas din. Diba you have friends na you know already this person medyo maglalagay ng label sa akin. Itong person na to, alam ko she will understand me. Yan, diba you identify those friends and you know who you would like to confide to, diba? So this time,
Yep.
you make sure you're aware of how you project yourself because I know in your heart you want to help. So that will come out in the way you talk to your friends. So not too demanding, not too pushy, and at the same time, just being there and telling them, I'm just here whenever you feel like talking, okay? Don't I want you to understand that you don't need to go through it alone, okay? Just being there constantly because when the time comes and the friend is ready, okay, ikaw yung una niya may isip aside from the mom or whoever na very close to her. And she's so lucky to have you, Galing ng friend na to.
I know. When I saw this question, I was like, ay, ang sarap mong friend. Blessed yung friend mo. And
That's
ayan ka
good.
na naman, Miss Techie, ang ganda na naman ng mga nakukuha nating words. Talagang quotable quote.
Quotes.
When you
Ako,
are
quotes
ready.
queen.
Diba? I am here when you are ready. And you know what? That's true, to anyone, before my last question from Miss KE, sometimes it needs to be said. Because we're in a time then sometimes na, alam mo na yan, alam mo naman nandito ako, di ba? It needs to be heard. It needs to be said and it needs to be heard. But again, in this way, when you're ready, hindi kita pinipilit. Kumbaga. Thank you for that. Thank you for that reminder. Finally, ang ganda ng conversation. Finally, for Miss KE. Balik tayo kay Miss KE. There's an
Sure.
output. This doesn't end here. Miss KE, it doesn't end here. Simula pa lang to. Launch pa lang natin to, di ba po ba? So, what impact po and change do you hope to see when everyone sees this film? We just started with 40 people. We had over 40 people today.
Yeah.
Sorry, Miss KE?
Yeah. So no, I think I got disconnected a bit. So what? Can you repeat the question because I lost you? Yeah.
No worries. What impact and change do you hope to see after everyone sees this film?
You know what? Syempre, diba, it's really about the message of universal love and acceptance. So that's really something that we want to for the audience or for whoever who gets touched by this film to take away. Na talagang to go beyond their to really go beyond the situation, let's say, and really think about that the universal love and acceptance, because and it's really about, and since I'm linking it back to Mother's Day because this is also a film that really honors moms, eh. Kasi that's why we're launching it in this kasi this is the kind of love that sabi niyo nga, 'di ba, only mothers can give. So, and it's really about that universal love and acceptance. So we did this film because it's really about raising awareness. So we wanted to raise awareness for things like this that are, yun nga, 'di ba, parang it's a silent reality. It's happening. It's in our society. And we want to start the conversation around it. So, and yeah, together with you guys, together with Bettinna, so who was raised by a single mom, or a single mom, and I think there are a lot of we have other people with us in this partnership, in this campaign, that are actually raised by single moms or who have single moms in their family. We want to give a voice for Filipino mothers who are struggling in their own ways, and hopefully this voice sheds light to their journey, right? To their journey, and we would like to unite everyone. Yeah, do you hear me? Yeah, so
Yes.
we'd like to unite. Yeah. So we would like to unite everyone talaga in support and empowerment of these unique women, because we want to support all flavors of motherhood, including single moms. So it's really about that inclusivity, love, universal love, and acceptance for all.
Thank you so much. Again, Miss KE, I really hope you have a chance to see our wonderful
Yeah,
comments.
later. I
Kept saying
will.
thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
Eden. Thank you for this conversation. They're all still here, and thank you again for this opportunity, for this chance, for bringing it to the forefront. So to your wonderful questions, to everyone from YouTube, salamat po for your questions. And to our lovely media guests, thank you for being part of Eden Speaks. But we're not done yet. Again, to you, our viewers, I hope really that our afternoon together has been a very enlightening live stream experience for you. Now, before we say goodbye, how about we hear some last words, a last round from everybody here today. Techie, whose insight has truly helped us better understand and deal with the situation, deal with everything that we discussed. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our viewers, Techie?
First, I'd like to say thank you for giving me this opportunity to share, okay? My message to everyone, especially to the single moms who are going through difficulties, don't go through it alone. There are people who are willing to help you, okay? So that's what I think that's my message now. Reach out, ask for help. That's it.
Single does not mean alone. Thank you for that, Techie. And of course, Bettinna, you have inspired so many today. Just right now, rolled into one mom. I agree, Bettinna. Thank you for those. You've inspired so much now. I was scared at first too, but eventually you learned to embrace it. Bettinna, last words from you.
I thank you. I'm so thankful, to you, to Miss Techie for this fruitful conversation, Miss KE, to Eden for this courageous initiative, this conversation. Hindi nyo alam kung ano ang impact nito sa mga single moms na katulad ko dati. I hope all those watching will end this video feeling enlightened, and encouraged. So to single moms, I want to leave you with an encouragement. Again, even though you are solo, you are not alone on this journey. You have a partner and a provider in the Lord. He is really present. He's a faithful help. And I can really assure you of that. I am speaking from experience. Alam nyo, lahat ng mistulang kulang at lahat ng puwang sa buhay nyo, siya ang pupuno sa buhay mo and sa buhay din ng anak mo. My prayer is for hearts to be fully accepting and embracing their unique situation, their unique family composition that God placed you in, where He is the father of your child. And again, I also want to make an appeal to the mothers of teenagers or young adults who unexpectedly got pregnant and are struggling with accepting it. Please prayerfully consider reaching out to your daughters. As painful as it is for you, this is one crucial moment. It's a time that she needs you the most. Please share and have this burden with her. The unconditional love that you will show her will shape her love for her own daughter. So God bless you all and happy Mother's Day to all our unique moms.
Happy Mother's Day to you too, Bettina. I hope to take a look at YouTube. Everyone's sending you love right now. But wait, this is the final one. We need to say thank you to Eden. So Miss KE, please, final words from you also.
Final words. Actually, I'm overwhelmed. I mean, you've been thanking Eden and me for the past how many minutes, but it's actually you guys that I'd like to thank. Meaning for the warm welcome, for agreeing to this first, because I know that this is something very personal. And these are really, di ba, parang heartfelt stories to di ba? Sabi nga ni Bettina kanina, ang hirap i-share, di ba? Ang hirap i-share kasi it's not exactly the best, kumbaga, time of your life, right? That's the start. And I really admire you guys for coming to the front and really speaking up and speaking for those who cannot, di ba? Those who cannot. And I hope talaga, my one hope is really, and I'm so happy, siguro my heart is full because of the warm reception of you guys. I think I'm gonna read later the YouTube comments, but I just trust you that they like it also. So yeah, so very nakakataba po talaga ng puso. And it has been a very lovely afternoon, and rest assured that Eden will continue talaga with its goal to be able to show universal love and acceptance for all flavors of motherhood so that they can thrive and continue nurturing family connections. So this film is just the start of the many efforts that we would do to amplify the voices of Filipino moms and provide for them a platform to know that they are not alone, di ba? Sabi nga natin kanina, I think this has been already paulit-ulit rin, and I'll repeat it again, single is not alone, di ba? So there's always someone that we can turn to. And that goes also not for just the single moms, but all moms, di ba? Feeling natin kasi minsan, hindi rin, di ba? Kahit na lagi lang ikaw mag-isa, gano'n. Pero yeah, you can reach out. And sabi nga ni Miss Techie, reach out. So, and it's really, yeah. So, thank you for being together with us to amplify the voices of Filipino moms and to provide this platform na talagang malaman nila na hindi sila nag-iisa in whatever their journey is right now. And I wish for everyone to stay safe and stay at home. And of course, don't forget to enjoy some cheesy and yummy Eden snacks along the way.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, we have to plug that. In fact, right now, Miss KE, I want to get myself a bacon and cheese sandwich. Just to really nakakaba, diba? Pero before we say goodbye, Miss KE, thank you. I'm happy and I'm grateful to you and to Eden for having this opportunity, for giving me this opportunity to be part of a conversation that means a lot to me personally as well, for your bravery of bringing these conversations to the forefront. And congratulations, everybody! I know we can't see you, pero palakpakan naman tayo for Eden. Diba? To the Eden team. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much.
Film, for a beautiful campaign, a beautiful conversation that we hope and pray will resonate with a lot of viewers. So to everyone watching, please, we'd like to hear from you. It's a conversation after all. So how about you show your support for all single moms and for the different kinds of amazing, unique moms out there by celebrating them through your own social media platforms. Just all you have to do is put the hashtag Eden Speaks. So again, share your message of support and appreciation. Make it a post for single moms, all amazing moms out there. Then post your message on Facebook or Instagram and use the hashtag Eden Speaks. Tag us also on Facebook or Instagram. That's at Eden Cheese PH. Again, Eden Speaks is the hashtag, and tag us at Eden Cheese PH. A lovely afternoon to all. I hope you find it also a well-spent afternoon together. 2 full hours na sana hindi lang po nakakataba ng puso, pero talagang, let's pay it forward. Let's share this amazing campaign. Thanks, everybody. Thank you to Eden Cheese for this beautiful conversation and for that heartwarming video. And please, like and follow Eden Cheese on their socials. To our media and PR partners, magandang hapon po. Thank you to Primecast Events, to Playground Inc. as well, Spark Media, Ogilvy and Ogilvy PR, Direk Maui, Direk Alex.
Thank
Hello
you.
and good afternoon. And to our Eden
Thank you.
brand team. I salute you and congratulations, Mitch, KE, and Kingsley. Again, don't forget your lovely messages, okay? We look forward to that either in Facebook or in Instagram. Please share it with the hashtag Eden Speaks. Let's give wonderful messages to all unique moms. I'm Issa Litton, your host. This is Eden Speaks. Happy Mother's Day to all. Ingat po. Happy Mother's Day!
Happy Mother's Day!
Happy Mother's Day!
Happy Mother's Day!